Hey, it's Carl here, and I want to talk to you today about top-tier affiliate programs. Now, I've been in the network marketing industry for a number of years now. I actually love the business. I love dealing with the people. I just, love the community atmosphere of network marketing, but there are a couple of things that have troubled me. They've troubled a lot of the other leaders that I interact with. These are conversations I have all the time, and so this is why I want to cut this video today. What happens in network marketing is we build out large teams, but one of the challenges we have is the attrition rate. Because it's such a low point of entry, people exit as quickly as they leave, and if you're not bringing in other leaders who can continue to help grow that organization rapidly, your attrition begins to outrun your inflow. And so ultimately what happens is you run into the challenge of the eroding check. Maybe you've been there, maybe you haven't. But that's a real challenge. You hit a certain income level, you're trying to maintain it, you've got to keep people motivated, you've got to keep them on their auto ship or their subscription, because if you lose too many, of course, the check declines. And so what has happened is a lot of people have turned to what's called top tier. And what top tier is, it's a direct sales model using high-end ticket items. So a typical sale might run anywhere from $1,000 on up to maybe $50,000. A much larger sale, you're going to be dealing with a little different caliber of customer. You're going to be dealing with higher net worth individuals, which isn't a bad thing, because one of the challenges, as you know, unfortunately in network marketing, is we do bring in a lot of people whose backs are against the wall, and quite frankly, they don't have money to spend. That's why they bail so quickly. So what we're doing when we get into top tier, we're dealing with a higher net worth prospect, dealing with a higher clientele as a whole. And so what we're doing is we're creating a little bit different environment for building our business. So let me just give you some real world scenarios to get you thinking a little bit. Let's say that what you're trying to maintain, and we'll just keep this simple, $10,000 a month residual income or monthly income from your business. Now, let's be generous. Let's say you're making $25 per sale throughout your organization. So for every sale you make, you're getting $25. Now again, that's really generous. You and I both know that typical payout's going to be somewhere $5 to $6. Maybe a little higher in some cases, maybe a little less in others, depending on the type of, arrangements you're making. But we're just going to call it $25 per sale within the organization, just to make this easy. So at that level, you're going to need 400 sales per month to maintain this $10,000 in income. Now, of course, as you know, you've got attrition happening. People are leaving. So you've constantly got to be pouring new people in to maintain that level or to grow it. And so that's one of the challenges that we have, the challenge of the eroding paycheck, if you will. So you've got to be a superstar recruiter. You've got to have some superstar recruiters working with you to maintain that. But let's change those numbers a little bit. Let's say we started working with a product that every time you sold it, you made $500 per sale. Now we got a little different scenario. We need 20 sales. And I want you to think about this. It is just as hard to sell a product that's going to pay you $25 a sale as it is to sell a higher end product. It takes the same amount of work, the same process of marketing. You've got to answer the questions that your prospects have. You're going to invest the same amount of time. And let's be honest, when we're dealing in the network marketing environment, because so many people are coming to us with their backs against the wall, sometimes getting that, $500 sale, even that $250 sale can be a little bit daunting. It can be a little difficult. So we move into this top tier arena. We're dealing with a little different clientele. We're going to make $500 a sale on whatever our product is. But now instead of 400 sales a month, we only need 20. Let's take it a little further. We get into a program that's paying $1,000 per sale. Well, guess what? We've just dropped that down to 10 sales a month. We just cut it in half. So, the difference between this sale and this sale really isn't that much. A person who can buy this product can probably buy this product as well. Let's take that a step further. Let's say we've got a product here that is going to pay $3,000 per sale. Well, now we only need 3 to 4 sales per month to maintain that $10,000 in income. But again, we're also dealing in a prospect pool of people who have that type of capability. So that's the thing that really makes this insightful. Now, the challenge that we get into is, just like me, most network marketers, we like that mailbox money. We like that residual check that's going to come from work we did earlier, month after month after month. We like those auto ships and those subscriptions and all of those things. Well, one of the smartest things that you may want to do for your business, there's a couple of solutions I've given you on my blog post, so when you go read that, take a look at it, and I'll actually tell you what I'm doing in my own business. One is to use a hybrid of this model that has the top tier elements built into it, but also has a residual component. So one of the things that I'm recommending to you in my blog that I use is a hybrid program. It has a residual component, but instead of $25 a month, that residual component is $125 a month. But it's got these top tier, these high-end products for the top end. Now, the second thing you can do, if you're really in love with what you're already doing, you love your company, you love your product, find a top tier program that is complementary but not competitive with what you're doing. So the other recommendation that I've made for you that I use is a complete wealth coaching, influence, and sales coaching program. Multiple price points, multiple commission payouts, and it's very complementary to what you're doing. So let me ask you this question. If everybody in your organization became a much better salesperson, how would that impact your business? See, those are the types of things that I want you to think about. What can you do that can either further what you're already doing, or maybe you're just at that place you're ready to make a change. There are some solutions for you, so you're not having to run the same hamster wheel you've been running over and over again. In the last 4 years, I've watched some industry leaders move their entire team and organization 5, 6, 7, even upwards of 8 times, trying to maintain a check, trying to maintain some momentum. And at some point that gets tiring. The constant 3-way calls can get tiring. And so top tier can be a real solution for you. So I've put a link to my blog below this video. Go check out the blog post. I make some recommendations to you, tell you why I chose the things I did. Feel free to get in contact with me if you'd like to know more about what I'm doing, and I look forward to talking with you soon.